Disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. We are not facilitating the sale of firearms.
Greetings, Uverse. Welcome to Gunverse YouTube channel. So we have a little extension of last week's video. Unfortunately, my cameraman wasn't able to make it last week, so the footage, the shooting footage was pretty poor for last week's video. I felt like I didn't do it justice, so we're back again this week with my cameraman to get good footage. So we had last episode of Hand Cannons, we had the Taylor & Company 963 MF model, which is a 357 Magnum, and I wasn't able to get, like I said, I wasn't able to get good footage. So today we're just going to do shooting. I just want to bring up one thing about that you guys mentioned in the comments. I want to bring up one thing, which I'll talk about in a second. I just wanted to take a second to talk about upcoming videos. We haven't forgot about AK-74 versus AR-15. That's the very next video we're going to do. I haven't had time, so we'll get to that next. I know I've been teasing that for a couple months, but it'll be worth it, I promise. So anyway, back to today's video. Like I said, we're talking about the Taylor & Company 357 Magnum, and I just wanted to address something that was brought up in the comments. That's the one cool thing about doing an update video. I get to answer your questions and whatnot. So I had a few comments saying saying positive things. I had one comment saying PSA almost got me with that one, but I haven't seen any. I mean, it's exactly what I thought it was going to be. I haven't seen any negatives to it. I just wanted to talk a minute about, because some of you guys mentioned in the comments that there's a tactical rail that goes on the bottom, and a lot of you said that yours came with it. They said to check under the foam, but all I have is an instruction manual. So you see this threaded hole right here with the set screw in it. You can undo that set screw, and then there's a special wrench like a 1911 that goes over the end of the barrel right here, and you can actually take, this is a sleeve right here. The barrel's not that thick. This is a sleeve that goes over the barrel. So you can take this sleeve off, get access to the barrel, and then you can switch out. If you want a snub nose, you can get a snub nose barrel put on. If you want a 6-inch barrel, you can get a 6-inch barrel put on. But as far as I know, you need to ship it out to the manufacturer to do that. So that's something you would need to look into a little bit further. But I just thought that was a really cool feature to be able to, instead of acquiring 3 different 357s, a snub nose, a 4-inch, and a 6-inch, you could just get this platform and then switch out the barrels. Like I said, the only problem is you got to send them out, but I mean, it's still a cool feature, cool option. So anyway, back to the tactical rail. So even though there's a set screw in there, there's still threads available for you to screw in the tactical rail. So the tactical rail fits on like that and screws into the rest of that threaded hole right there. So like I said, mine didn't come with one, but you can get it from the Taylor & Co website. I hear it's reasonably, you don't need a lot of bread to get it. So and then I wanted to talk about the sights real quick. Really cool sights. So not only can you go up and down, you can go side to side. You can see that little screw right there that goes side to side. So you got fully adjustable sights, and we had to, it was way off when we first started. It was way over to the side. You could tell just by looking at it. So we got it straightened out, and it should be good enough for today to shoot with. So I might want to dial it in a little bit more in the future. But let's get to the zero range. I expanded the range, so now we have 2 lanes. We have a short distance range with 2 metal gongs, and then we still have the original lane, which we're now using for just long distance stuff. So let's head out to the zero range. I'm going to load up 125 grain 357 rounds, and let's go. All right, we're all loaded up with 7 rounds. Let's see how I can do. All right, that wasn't bad. It was hitting exactly where I wanted to. So let's reload and see if we can hit those clays now. One thing I wanted to mention too is I haven't had any problems extracting the shells. I believe somebody said that their shells were getting hung up. I have not had that problem whatsoever. All right, we're going to try to hit the clays now, single action. All right, 4 out of 7's not bad. Let's reload and do one more, and then we're going to try with some 38 special, because why not? Okay, so we're at the new lane on the range. Currently, I'm standing about 70 feet from the double gong that we made. It's I'd say it's about 7 by 11 inch target. So this is the new lane of the range. So we'll see. We're breaking it in for the first time. So let's see how we can do. I got a few. I heard 70 feet might be a little extreme, but definitely got a few of them. So I'm gonna do 7 more rounds. I'm gonna move up a little bit closer, and then we'll try the 38s. All right, let's try some 38s next. All right, I just wanted to show you guys the impacts real quick. So this is 1/2 inch thick of steel, but we hit it pretty good. So this is out of a 4-inch barrel. I have a chronograph. In another video, we're gonna compare a 4-inch barrel to a 2.5-inch barrel with the chronograph. So that's up next to stay in, tune in for. Thank you. Okay, so we got 7 38 special rounds loaded up. So now that we're used to shooting at 357, we're gonna change it up. 38 specials. It's cheaper than 357. So if you want to practice with your 357 but not spend a ton of bread, you can use 38s. Although they're not that much cheaper. Yeah, it's way. There we go. All right, just a little bit low. All right, I hit a couple of them, so I just have to aim a little bit low compared to the 357 for some reason. So I'm gonna try these 38s one more time. Huh. All right, so there's a clear difference between the 38 and 357, no surprise. But I'm having to hold it significantly lower, which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. But yeah, I'm gonna load up one more. So I want to show you the difference. We're gonna shoot 1 round into the paper with 357, and then 1 round with the 38 to show the difference. So we're gonna do that, and then we'll finish up. All right, so we get the 2 bullets loaded up. The 357s first. I'm gonna hold it in the same exact spot and fire them both. All right, let's go check those out. So that's probably just trigger pull on my part, but so now I'm even more confused. But yeah, it was definitely trigger pull on my part when I was cocking the hammer back. But just wanted to show you guys the holdover. All right, so I just wanted to show that the different calibers, the different flight paths and whatnot. So I guess that showed it well enough. So thank you for tuning in this week. This episode was more shooting. Let me know in the comments if you like this style of video better. If you want me to shut my mouth and just shoot, I'm totally cool with that. But um, I enjoy the history of the weapons and all that stuff. As a matter of fact, I'll be acquiring a 30-06 hunting rifle soon, and I can't wait to tell you guys the history about it. It's a wild history on that rifle. So, but anyway, that's for another day. Thanks for joining today. Please subscribe. We're getting really close to 300 subscribers. If you guys could hit that subscribe button for me, that would mean the world to us. We're trying to get monetized, so we're more than halfway there. We just did our 200 subscriber episode like 6 weeks ago, so we're really starting to pack on the subscribers. Thank you guys to the 2A community for helping us out, not being too rude in the comments section. We appreciate it. So we'll see you next week. And like I said, the AK-74 versus AR-15 is coming up. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a good one. So God bless, and we'll see you next week.